I found it in the garbage. I'm trash. Yes, my outfit today is a little bit mime-like, but I pointed it out so you don't have to. At any rate, I like today's outfit very much. I like all my outfits very much. But again, it's that nice mix of thrift, special treasure, and some new things, a little bit of fast fashion. And we do have that sort of, well, what Americans think of as Frenchy. I don't know if the French think of it as Frenchy. I doubt they do. But, and a little bit of a nautical motif going on. Woo! But we'll start with this jacket. So yes, I did find this jacket in the garbage a couple of years ago in an Aldi parking lot in a garbage bag outside of one of those world donation boxes. And around these parts, people use that as a dump site for, there's furniture there, there's everything you can imagine going in. So I saw this just peeking out and I'm like, that looks interesting. And I didn't quite try it on in the parking lot because it was raining. I mean, this thing would normally be abandoned, but I was like, that's gonna fit. And I washed it once by hand and then once by machine and let it air dry. And then it fits like a glove. And it is a Polo Ralph Lauren. It's very soft, made very well. My one caveat to it, which you probably don't notice, I don't even need to point it out, you probably can't even tell, is that this is actually a very dark navy blue stripe. And the way I'm obsessive, I can't stand mixing navy blue with black, but so it took me a bit to get over it. I did that. I did some work on myself. I talked to some friends and I worked it out. And but yeah, I love this with my black outfits, which I don't wear dark colors all that often. If you've seen my other videos or you know my other content from the other social media platforms, but I just love this little thing. It actually has some small functional pockets, which I probably wouldn't use because they'll bulge out, but I guess you could put some change in there or something small. A lighter, a vape pen, if that's your thing, would fit in those little pockets right there. Oh, and today's bag, and I only ran errands today, is another really fantastic thrift store find. It is an actual Coach bag, an actual real deal Coach bag that is made so well, and the leather is just, I mean, it's luxurious, and this thing is built to withstand like warfare. This bag will last longer than me as long as it's maintained. And this is a thrift store find. And I know thrift store prices have gone crazy through the roof lately. Savers is just ridiculous now. If you're familiar with the Savers chain, it's ridiculous what they're asking for things. Goodwill's a non-starter completely, unless you're dealing with those bulk Goodwill stores where you purchase things by the pound. You might have one in your area, look out for those. But Goodwill, also ethical practices. Just Google Goodwill ethical practices and you will not want to shop at Goodwill anymore. And you definitely don't want to pay those Goodwill prices. But this was an exception. And I paid about $5 for this actual authentic Coach leather bag. It's very simple. It goes with a lot of things. It goes with anything. And even if you're going like masculine wardrobe, I think this would work out well for you too. Now, I don't care about how genuine it was, like, oh, that's fake. Like, I don't care if it's fake, other than like stealing someone's intellectual property, if they're a small like purveyor. I care about how the bag's actually made. Now, typically with a fake Coach bag, they're not going to be made all that well. When you have a real Coach bag, if you can get your hands on one, it's just phenomenal. The quality of these things is unbelievable. And again, it'll just withstand anything as long as you clean it and maintain it and take some care for it. But it's just a beautiful little item to have. So that's when I care about authenticity, if it's a quality level concern. And this is a real Coach. And I think the reason is thrift stores are assuming most of the Coaches they're coming in Though their pickers are getting a lot better, and I bought this one about 2 years ago. But I think usually when they're seeing it, they're assuming it's a phony and then pricing it as such. So it's sometimes, and I've found a couple that I've slipped through the cracks over the years. I've sold some, and sometimes they slip through the cracks as fakes because they're just so expecting fakes to come in. So you can get a Coach bag in beautiful condition for $5. It's possible. Keep your eyes out for them, and you'll feel it. You'll tell. You'll look at the hardware. You'll tell. You'll look at the seams. You'll tell. You just feel the weight of these. Are heavy. These are not lightweight. So on a night out, I probably wouldn't be using that bag. So I usually have my camera and such with me, and I have this other thrift store bag that I think goes really well with this outfit, which is the brand. I had to look it up. Apparently it's a thing. I was unaware because I'm an outsider. I exist outside the box of fashion. No, by Gianni Bernini bag. But there's a cute little pattern on it, and it's, you know, it's decent. It's not my go-to thing, but again, I didn't have anything in the black realm that will also accommodate a camera, flash, batteries, keys, wallet, all that jazz. And this will expand nicely and not be too intrusive on my lines. So this will probably be, if I wore this out and about, what I would take with me is this one and not the Coach, which doesn't expand a lot. So underneath the jacket, what do we got underneath? Careful with them buttons, buddy. I'm only being this careful with my buttons. I'm much more, because I don't want to knock my microphone around. And yeah, my camera people, I am going to be doing a gear video again soon. I've just been away from that, but I do have my G9 back from repair and my G95 back from repair. And I'm probably going to talk about that process first, sending your Panasonic Lumix in for repair. Stick around, it will happen. Let's put that jacket over there. And then we have another little stripy out number underneath. This little shirt is actually J. Crew from a thrift store, and have these lovely little belled sleeves with some ruffle. They're double layered there. Heavy cotton, really well made. And again, those thrift stores, this is from my secret source thrift store in Baltimore. If you know me, you can ask, I will tell you, but I'm not giving it away. But their prices are starting to go up too. But I've had this one for a little while, and I think I paid about $3 for this shirt. So free and $3 so far is where we're at for Ralph Lauren, for J. Crew. I'm pretty happy about that. This is a fast fashion piece, and it's got these little sailor motif buttons on it and some flounce. Little, almost a skirt, like a short skirt kind of, short skirt hybrid kind of look to them. But I'm very fond of it. Now, I wouldn't recommend buying it. It's from the big fast fashion place with an S, Shein. And Shein stuff is hit or miss. Some of the quality, some of the chemicals that seem to be in there. And again, if you're concerned about ethics, and it's hard to buy clothing at all ethically anymore unless you have a lot of money. It really is a hard thing to do. But so I experimented. I bought a couple of these a few years back along with some other items, and the other items haven't lasted. They just always affected my body scent very much so, and just pilled and whatnot. Now these have pilled over time too, but they're so cute, and they worked with a lot of things, and they gave me, you know, some of that flirtiness I really wanted to achieve. And this is an earlier piece in my dressing up days, and I just love that sailor motif. Goes with a lot of things. You can wear this with a little tie if you want. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Do a lot with this little pinafore jumper deal. Yay, and it's very, very complimentary on your lines. So it'll hide and accentuate as you need to hide and accentuate. And I think I paid about $13 for this guy here when that came out new. Obviously my stack of berets, this is the same Kangol knockoffs, which I have many of. a stack of. They're my standard summer fare. And the shoes today, oh my God, these shoes are very important to me. So these are Munro American shoes, and they really allude to that ballet thing. This is elastic here, that weaving here, and it's a very comfortable walking shoe type sole, but so cute with that webbing, and I love the look. This is the very first pair of women's shoes I bought. And I found these again at a thrift store. I think they're about $6. And you can find these if you're looking at Poshmark or some other purveyor that does secondhand. People selling secondhand goods, look up Munro American. You're just going to have to plow through. I don't know the model name. But yeah, this was my very first pair of ladies' shoes I bought. And at that point in time, when I was in the stores trying on things, I was still kind of like sweating and nervous to try on things. It's not that way anymore. But I do remember finding these shoes and the fact that they fit, and I was so excited, and I finally had my first pair of girly shoes. So these are kind of important to me. I don't wear them that often. They're just slightly too large. The other rarity, finding a pair of lady shoes that's actually too large. But I pad them out with some insoles and make sure my socks are correct thickness to accommodate, but they're comfortable. They do fit for casual purposes. Not going to run a marathon in them. I'm probably not going to try to follow a parade with my camera in them, but for a night out on the town. Oh, so cute. Standard ruffle sock affair today with, again, the sock scrunchies. I'm going to do a whole vid on sock scrunchies very soon. But these are Dollar Tree hair scrunchies. A little bit of pearl trim on them, or plastic, mother of plastic, pearl themed trim on them. And I just like that black and white with that. And there you have it. So yeah, garbage, thrift store, and both well-made, well-known brand. I don't know how well-made they are anymore. They used to be reputable, but well-made garments from the garbage, from the thrift store. From the thrift store. Real Coach from the thrift store. Ladies' shoes that fit sissy boys from the thrift store. And our Dollar Tree. I love the mix and match of sources on this one today. And I just feel awesome in this little outfit. All right, that is my show and tell today. Any questions? Anything you want to see me do or show off, or a subject you want to ask me to explore a little bit more? Let me know in the comments. And please like and subscribe. I do need those likers. I do need those subscribers. I need you. Do you need me? I hope so. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good day.